Hey man, it's good to see you again. How's it going?
Oh, work's been work, man. It's just been kind of crazy with interest rates and people trying to buy houses. So it's a little stressful. I'm kind of slow, but it's all right. It's just
Got it.
cycles, man. Yeah. What about you?
It's like cool. Well, hey, welcome back. Oh man, it's always busy, man. I was very excited. We're doing our second broadcast here for the FOC Top 10, along with the Furred Bird Market Report. I am your host, J Dub, the Bad Boy Nerd. Then we got the super co-host here, my man, Furred, the Nerd Bird. You
Big time
heard?
nerd.
Yeah. So hey, FOC top 10. Basically, for those who are new to this, FOC stands for Final Cutoff Order. Final Order Cutoff. Before the books come to your shop, they have to be ordered by your by the shops and all the people from the distribution. So what we like to do is we like to put together basically a top 10, just 10 books to look out for, whether they are a brand new series or whether they are a key issue or a first appearance, or really just a dope cover, like a really hot cover to look out for.
hmm
Uh, I'm telling you, man, we got a fire list this week. This was a crazy day today. The big book today, I don't know if you picked up your books today, but I went
Not
in
yet.
this morning. Man, I went in this morning and the hot book right now is 8 Billion Genies from Image
Yeah.
Comics.
Yeah.
Dude, it didn't even make the shelf.
Oh,
It
yeah.
didn't
I bet. Yeah. I bet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in a lot of stores, they were cover A. They maybe had one or two copies, but a lot of cover Bs didn't even make it to the shelf at all. Man, this book's on fire.
Yeah. It's a good story. Have you read it? I haven't read it.
It's a hilarious story.
Mhm.
It was actually on my FOC list back in April. Way back in April, I did a top 10 list, and it was I want to say it was number 2 on my
Hmm.
list. So I was way ahead of that curve. And I even I said, hey, grab cover A, but grab I think at that time cover B was Jenny Friesen.
Yeah.
But it turns out cover B and C are like the two hot ones. Issue number 2, cover B, is
hmm
like white hot right now. So we're going to take a look at what we put together for the top 10 list this week, man. So you're all set?
I am ready, man. I'm ready. I haven't even hit the comic book store, so I'm ready. This made me itch a
All
little
right.
bit.
You have no idea what's on my top 10 at all, do you?
I never do, man. I wait till with the show. You know, why would you
Yeah.
open your presents before Christmas? You know what I mean?
I like the way this guy thinks. See, folks, this is why the two of us are doing this show together. Now, for those who don't know, you can follow us on Instagram. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and we're going to do this every show. We'll do this. We'll do a quick Instagram screen share real quick. We'll let everybody see what that looks like. Uh, our names right there underneath us at the Bad Boy Nerd, at Furred Bird the Nerd, and let's see. Let's do a quick screen share for. There we go, right here. All right, Bad Boy
Beautiful.
Nerd. And honestly, if you follow one, you'll see the other because we're always posting comments on top of each other's posts. Like you get one, you get the other. Uh, can you do a screen share from where you're at right now?
No, man, it's all good. It's all good.
It's all good. All right,
Yeah.
let's dive right in, man. I know people are excited. I actually had people messaging me like, "Man, can't wait to see." It's like you said, it is like Christmas every week. Every Wednesday on New Comic Book Day, I do post the FOC list. And so, without further ado, we're going to do this countdown style. So, we're actually going to start with number 10. So, number 10 this week, we have this literally fire cover.
Literal
Like, I couldn't
fire.
wait to say that. I
Fuego.
couldn't wait to say that. Yeah, no, I
Fuego.
was I was looking at it and I was like, this is a fire cover. I'm like, no, this is literally fire. We're looking at X-Men 13. It's one of the Axe tie-ins, Avengers, X-Men Eternals. It's one of those tie-ins. And I got to tell you real quick, man, I was at the shop today and there was a guy snatching up all the Art Adams covers. He
Yeah,
was
I
just
bet.
snatching up a bunch of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we all know, man, Art Adams, he always comes correct with his covers
hmm
and his variants. So yeah, that was just easy for me. That was
Easy.
easy to break the top 10. If you're reading X-Men, you always want to go for the cover A's are kind of a lock when you're picking up your books.
Sure.
So I like to suggest looking for cover B's and cover C's or cover D's. Like go down the list and try to pre-order, one of the books that you may not see on the shelf. And you definitely, if you're already reading X-Men, you definitely want to pre-order it so you can get this Adams variant.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. Number 9 on the list. I think you've seen my list in the past, so you probably seen these come up before. And I say the same thing every time. I'm like, look, if you're gonna read this story, you want to make sure you order this cover right here because this is a really good variant cover artist, Ken Lashley.
Oh, yeah, Ken Lashley is, awesome. He was at watching SummerCon down in Puyallup, about a month ago, but I didn't have anything for him to sign, so I didn't talk to him, but yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he's doing the Spider-Man Exodus, the Spider-Man 2099. What's
Mhm.
cool is most of the issues are actually introducing the MCU Marvel version of the 2099. So pretty
Yeah.
much every issue is like a first appearance.
Mhm.
And if you're going to get it's a great read, by the way. So if you're going to get the book, you might as well go ahead and order the Lashley frame variants. That's just a
Yeah.
beautiful cover. It's like a throwback to the original
Yeah, I was
Spider-Man
gonna say.
2099.
Yeah,
Yeah,
old school. Yeah, I love it.
yeah, for sure. So he's doing a great job with that. All of these, FYI, folks, all of the Ken Lashley frame variants cracked the top 10. So that's almost like a no-brainer. There's no
There you
surprise.
go.
Yeah, if it's a top 10 and he has a book coming out, it's going to be on it. So let's go ahead and move on to number 8. Number 8 for all of my Star Wars fans or Star Wars stands, if you will. Yeah, this is one of the books. So I those who know I'm a Star Wars fan, and
Nah,
personally,
nah.
yeah, I know, right? Personally, I love the action figures. Love them. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna give a shout out on to my Instagram homie, my Instagram Star Wars homie, Star Wars underscore comic books. I don't think there's anyone else that's a bigger fan than I am. He's definitely bigger than I am, but Star Wars underscore comic books, he collects all of these. But for me, I definitely like the fact that this is specifically the Obi-Wan Kenobi Padawan action figure.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Old
man.
school.
I've heard that these action figure covers, some people mistook them. They were buying them online. They actually were mistaking them for the
Uh,
actual Kenner figures.
sure. I bet. Yeah, yeah. I did myself, like, way back. Like, I was like, "What? Oh, it's a comic book cover? Okay, never mind." Threw me off. For real.
Yeah, man. No, that's good stuff, man. When it's coming that dope, that's good stuff, man. But let's
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Let's see what's coming in next. Let me pull it up real quick. We're breezing through this. All right, so this one, James Tinian fans, Tiny Onion. His first series was it was a kind of a mild hit, so he's coming back for a new series.
Yeah.
The reason this one cracked the top 10, it's a Wind, the Throne in the
Mhm.
Sky.
Yeah.
Really for me, this was more of a cover play. This particular cover right here is a Greg Capullo cover, and he has a foil variant of this. So for those that's interested in this series, you can pre-order cover D. All right, this is
Okay.
cover D right here. So cover D is actually a Greg Capullo foil variant. Now, just heads up for those that are interested in this book. There is actually an FOC reveal variant. Have you heard of those before?
I sure have. Yeah, definitely. I did not know about this one particularly, but yeah, yeah, I do. I am aware of those reveal variants for sure.
Yeah, and the thing about FOC reveal variants is that they don't reveal them. They don't reveal them. I mean, it's almost like a mystery cover, and you don't even know what the cover is until like a week ahead of time before they
Hmm.
come out. So,
Okay.
just an FYI, cover J is the FOC reveal. Now, FOC reveals they're not like unlockable ratios. It's just
Hmm.
a matter of your shop ordering the book. So if you're interested
Okay.
in getting this book, if you want to get that Greg Capullo foil, it's cover D. If you want to get the FOC reveal, which has not been revealed yet,
Uh-huh.
you got to put in an order and specify cover J for that particular cover. Also, I got to say this: this book, they usually put out a one per store variant.
Mhm.
And let me tell y'all real quick about one per stores. If you request it from your shop ahead of time, usually what shops will do is if you have your books pulled ahead of time, they might toss in that one per store variant for you. So keep that in mind. Let your shop know. Just let them know, like, hey, there's a lot of variant covers coming out. I would like for you to pull them. And you never know. You might get that one per store variant is usually a virgin cover. It's usually the
Mhm.
best cover out there. So keep that in mind when I found out when typically has those. So I'm actually going to put in an order myself.
Cool.
Yeah, man. All right, let's keep it moving. Now, when we get into the top part, like in my opinion, these books they start heating up in terms of hotness, of what you need to expect. Now, this one right here, this one's a pretty decent key issue because this
Oh,
one right here, Avengers. Have you heard about 1 million BC?
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Shoot, Starfire. I forget the name, but yeah, I've heard. I read the most recent series and kind of the references back to Avengers a million BC and all that stuff.
Yeah. So what the backstory to this is basically it's talking about it's kind of like retconning the birth of Thor. So as this Scotty Young variant alludes to,
Hmm.
Odin and the Phoenix Force together is where is the birth of Thor. So they're basically saying the Phoenix Force is Thor's mother. So that's going to be the big sell for this series. So I'm like, if you're going to go for the story and go for the book, yeah, go ahead and pre-order the Scotty Young variant. This is a pretty dope variant. It shows like Odin getting it on with the Phoenix Force. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, me personally, I'm going to go for this one right here. This is the 1 in 25 ratio. That's pretty dope. I love that.
Is
Matter of
that
fact,
is that is that Red Hulk like with the star brand on his chest?
dude, that was my takeaway when I saw it. Matter of
Okay.
fact, let
All
me
right.
see. Can we get this blown up even bigger? Nope, that's pretty big right there. Yeah, no, that's yeah, I just love this layout. This is the artist name is Horley. I've actually never heard of that artist, but I love this cover. This is the 1 in 25 ratio variant.
Hmm.
Uh definitely going to be somewhat of a key issue, in terms of origin stories go. So this is, in my opinion, this is something you easily want to pick up. Try to pre-order the ratio variant. You can sometimes get it around the variant ratio price, 25, 30, $40.
Hmm.
We're going to talk in another show. We're going to talk about how to secure some of these ratio variant covers. How's your luck with getting a hold of these covers?
I got a pretty good relationship with my LCS. Um, I basically text them or message the dude or the store like whenever I want something or just inquire about it. Sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't, but usually they do have it. They'll hook me up and put in my box but yeah, it's nice to have kind of just like a hey, I'll text a homie kind of thing where I have to like worry about like emailing or calling. Who calls anymore? You know what I mean? So it's just nice to be able to do that. Oh, real quick, just want to thank
Yeah.
everybody for joining us and all that. At least we got some people in the chat there. We got Omar V, David Posner, Good Kaji, and my boy Rock Steady Collectibles. Man, what
Oh,
is
what's up?
going
What's
on?
up, fellas? Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
it's good to have y'all hanging out with us. You know what we got to do further in the future, man. You know what we got to do coming up in one of our
well,
shows. We're going to have to do some
well,
juicy giveaways, bro.
I was gonna say. I mean, like I'm all about the giveaways. You know about the was it
Yeah, I
AO
know. Yeah.
AO what's it called AOC? Is that what it's called? I forgot what it's called, but anyway, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
down for that.
No, I know, because I know you're about that life. So that's definitely going to be part of the show going forward, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Oh, hey, man, this list is about to get juicy, man. Trust me. Like we're about to break into the top 4 books right here. So coming in at number 4, this is kind of a no brainer. This next book, this now it was said that this is going to be the end of this series. Like this is the last series they're coming in at. So for those who follow me on Instagram, the number one issue was my top pick, FOC pick, I think last week or 2 weeks ago.
Hmm.
It was another debut. So with this last series,
Oh,
they
nice.
say that Edge of Spiderverse, like this is the last Edge of Spiderverse,
Uh
and
huh.
they're going out with a bang. They're introducing like 3, 4, 5 new characters. So it's
Cool.
one of those books like pretty much every issue is going to be a key book. But
Hmm.
as always, we like to focus on which covers to get. Now, it's still kind of early for Edge of Spider-Verse 2 is what we're looking at,
Yeah.
but it's always like a focus of attention to grab the first cover appearance of a new character.
Doesn't hurt. Never.
Yeah. I checked out the design variant. I think my face kind of tells you what I thought about
Hmm.
it.
Design variants are
So,
kind of like they're kind of like 50-50 with me. I just gotta see it. Sometimes they're great. Sometimes they're just basically with that face you made. So yeah, I feel you.
it depends. Sometimes when I look at the solicits, I'm like,
Uh
I hope that's not the final art.
huh.
You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking maybe that's just a rough sketch and they'll switch it up at a later date.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's one of those things. I went with cover A on this. There's still a lot of covers that haven't been released yet, and I was
Hmm.
looking around to see. Now, obviously, there are store exclusives, but
Yeah.
store exclusive that's a different bag because now you're getting into sponsorship and all that. And I'm like, I'm not going to tell you to buy from one person or another person,
Yeah.
but store
Yeah.
exclusives are out there. But these are books right here. Like you can just simply order these from your shop and you're good to go. But yeah, Edge of Spider Verse #2 coming in at #4. Now, #3. #3 was actually #1 last week. But my man, #1 is so dope. This actually got bumped down to #3. #1 and 2 are just white hot. So here we go. #2, Harley Quinn 19. Man, Ryan Sook is coming. He's coming hard with these
He's
classic
cool. He's cool.
Batman.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Like these Batman covers are dope, man.
for
I know
sure.
you know all about this Boy Wonder cover.
I sure do. Yeah. You last week you put one of the kind of these old school covers on the FOC. So yeah, I like this pick. It's a great pick. Consistency is key. you know. So yeah, I like this cover.
They're actually releasing a whole set of these classic Batman homage covers,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
Harley Quinn is basically a Harley takeover of all the classic Batman, which I love.
Smart.
I
It's
love.
smart by DC. Just keep grinding that Harley Quinn. She's your Spider Gwen, man, or Riri, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah, she is. And
Classic, right?
this is like the 30th anniversary
Hmm.
of Harley, if you can believe that, which kind of dates me because I was a I was a young teenager collecting books when that first Harley Quinn first came out. I remember buying that
I
for
don't.
like $1.25 or $1.95, and they talking
Oh
about 30
man,
years later. I'm like, damn,
bro.
am I that old? Shit.
Bro, move on to the next. Go on the next one. Go next slide, bro. Just go on next slide.
Hey man, hey, going on to #2. Here we are, top two right here. Listen, no, this book is on fire, and check it out. Number two is a continuation of the top book this week, and this is a must-have on your FOC.
Okay.
Let me pull it up real quick. Yeah, the suspense is killing me because now I'm trying to find a damn slide. Hang on a second. Do. All right, let me add it real quick.
That
I
bad boy,
think
real
you
quick.
kind. Yeah, what's up? Go ahead.
Just for the culture, you know what I'm saying? So if I want to get one of these books for the FOC and want to
Yeah.
guarantee 10, 15 copies or whatever, when do I need to tell my LCS like when and I'm literally asking because I always get nervous and I always like mess this up, but I'm actually asking this for myself. So I need to get these in by Friday at least at the earliest, correct? Or when do you
So
usually do it? What's your pattern? What's your kind of thing?
officially,
Mhm.
officially, final cutter order off. Final man, I always get that wrong.
Yeah, me
Officially,
too.
final order cutoff is Sunday and Monday. the
Okay.
following
Uh-huh.
Sunday and Monday.
Yeah.
Don't wait that long.
Yeah.
So what had happened was I waited until the actual final cutoff day,
Okay.
and them joints was sold out.
Of
The
course.
orders, they were sold out of distribution. I ain't never making that mistake again. So to answer your question, and everyone out there in La La Land,
Yeah.
put in your orders once this broadcast is over, because that's what I
Okay.
do.
Yeah. And it's cool. Like your LCA is gonna trip out and be like, oh, it's too early, or like, we can't
Bruh,
do that
my
now,
my
or like,
L my shops are used to me.
okay.
And that's what you said earlier. You need
Mm-hmm.
to establish a relationship with your shops, get to know them. They
Yeah.
need to get to know you.
You be homies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I email them every new comic book
Oh,
day. I send my list in, and I'm like,
okay.
FOC list, here's my wish list. 5 copies of this, 5 copies
Yeah.
of that, 10 copies of that, 3
Yeah.
copies of that. So they know it's coming.
Yeah.
They know it's coming.
I, I'm
Yeah.
texting homie right
So
now. Yeah. Got you.
right now while
I'm
I'm
not even.
talking, huh?
I'm not even kidding. I'm not even joking with
Hey,
you.
look, and you think I'm bluffing?
No, I
If you didn't order
don't.
this book, especially this one coming up,
Yeah.
you was as they say, you was ass out, because
Yeah.
number 2 on this week's FOC list is none other 8
Oh my.
billion genies, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's
Oh
there
my
be
god.
said?
Oh
This is
my god.
number 2 second print. Number 2 cover B is selling for $35 plus in the
Hmm.
aftermarket. It
Yeah.
just came out like 2 weeks ago.
I picked up a copy last week, and a homie of mine, he might be watching the show either
Yeah.
right now or whatever his name's. It's a real good friend of mine. His name's Jason. I was like, hey man, pick up that 8 billion genies, and he's like, okay. And he texted me yesterday. He's like, dude, that's like a $25 book. I was like, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Watch the show anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know if you saw my new comic book day story I posted on IG. I showed you that's all
Hmm.
FOC pre-orders. I just had a
Yeah.
stash.
Yeah. I saw.
Hey, shout out to my boy up in Canada, Dan Worms. I don't know. This dude lives in he lives in the land of milk and honey, and he calls it his honey pots. I don't know what's in the water up in Canada. It must be that free healthcare. But comic book shops are flourishing, man. Like this guy gets
Yeah. Yeah.
he gets like 10 copies of each book. Well, here we go, man. I think I gave a nice little precursor to number 1. It's kind of
I really
obvious
have
if you
no
don't,
idea. I have no
bruh.
idea,
I
man.
know you don't, but if you
Like,
don't know, now you
I'm gonna
know what
try.
your boy Biggie said. But look,
Oh,
boom, check it out,
that's fresh. That's
baby,
fresh.
baby.
I like that. That's a nice pick.
Hey, this is 8 billion genies. 8 billion genies, number 4. 8
Mhm.
billion. This is cover B.
Okay.
Now, someone asked me today, and he's probably
Mhm.
watching. He said, "Why are cover Bs so under order?" And I told him, I said, "No one knew that this was going to be optioned, so they didn't put in any FOC orders for too many cover
I
Bs. So
see.
now everyone's chasing after those cover Bs."
Mhm.
I just love the fact, if you're reading this story, and I don't want to give away spoilers, but this cover right here, like that
Mhm.
cover, says everything about what's going on in the story.
Cool.
So me personally, I'm gonna definitely do 5. I'm putting in an order for 5 copies for myself.
Cool.
You know,
Um,
if I'm feeling lovely, I might go with more than that. But 8 billion genies, folks, you want to get this. This book is white hot, and it's been optioned by Amazon. You're looking at cover B. This isn't going to make the shelf. I can almost guarantee you that this ain't gonna make the shelf. The more the word gets out, the more
mhm.
people are snatching them up.
Now, are there I know number 1 had some pretty big variants on them. The cat one's my favorite, just put it out
Oh
there. I'm
man,
a cat dad, so, I gotta get the cat
yeah.
one. Are there variants for these later issues, or are they just chilling with these ones?
I haven't seen too many exclusive variants
Okay.
of the later issues, but
Yeah.
number one at the top for me is that Super Mario Brothers 3. Good lord. Woo!
Oh, yeah.
That's a
Oh, the
beautiful.
one from yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh
that's
my
that
god,
was
that's a
filthy.
beautiful cover. I'm
Yeah,
about to drop.
I had that in my cart, like, months ago, and then I had to work. I was
Oh,
working.
you forgot to hit buy.
I just yeah, it was like, and then I was like, "I'll
God.
do it later," and I got firewalls at work and stuff and whatever, but, that's
Well,
okay. That's alright.
that's
That's alright.
fine. Hey, you live and learn. I mean, you're gonna have to drop at least a minimum of 250 to get that now.
Oh, I'm not. It's gone. I mean,
It's gone.
I missed it. I missed it
Well, I tell
way.
you,
I
man.
missed it
Sometimes
way
for
too.
me, there's a book that I just want,
Yeah.
and I just pony up. I'm like, F it. I gotta have it.
Oh, for
Here's two
sure.
twenty
Yeah.
five. Take my money. Give me the book. God dang it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there you have it, folks. Top 10. It's your FOC top 10 for this week. Hey, yeah, Omar, he for sure. Rocksteady. Oh, you're up there in Canada too, my
Oh yeah.
man.
He's
Okay.
the man. Yeah. Yeah. Roxanne knows what's going on.
David Posner said he orders from his LCS almost every day. Dude, you got to do it. Once they get to know you, you're in there like been there, and that's what
Well,
matters. So, all right,
you know
man, let's
what's
get what's up?
real quick, once they get to know you on LCS, like they're like, hey, they'll hold stuff for you they don't even know about. Um,
Yes.
like that Art Adams Strange Academy number 13, I want to say. I was just like, sometimes spec about, you just miss out on it. It's fine, because for every one you miss, there's 5 you get, right?
Yeah.
They held it for me because they knew it was a hot book. They held it aside for me, and I thought that was kind of cool. Like little things like that, though, like they want to keep those relationships. And if you don't have to spend tons of money, you could 5 subscriptions is good enough for them. That keeps that pays for electricity, the fans and stuff. So, yeah, might as well. You know what I mean? So, anyway, just low bearing fruit for
Yeah,
y'all.
I learned that they don't mind. They
Mhm.
absolutely do not mind. You could be that crazy nut like me, ordering 20 books at a time,
Yeah,
and then you walk in and you just got a stash of key issues waiting for you. You ain't got to fight the crowd. You ain't got to stand in line or none of that. It's up there waiting
yeah,
for you. But
yeah.
all right, man, let's get you going with the third
Okay.
market report.
Do you need me to
And
share it or
there you go. You all
got?
set, man. Nope, that's the wrong one, ain't it? Hold on.
Uh,
No, we
it's
need
all
this week's. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I got to hear that. I can.
There you go,
Let's
man.
see.
Because I'm curious to see what you got myself.
Okay,
I'll
no
be
worries.
following Ferg posts like 5, 10 market reports a day, and I'm just like, God dang, son.
I mean, it's
I'm
the
like, where do you
life.
even find the time? I'll be like, where do you even find the time to do all this research?
It's the life. Okay, cool. Right.
Oh, there
So
it is.
yeah,
There
go
you
ahead.
go.
You go and share it. I think I can.
Have
Let me
at it.
see if I can. All right, cool. All right. So thank you, everybody, again for joining in. We got how many we got? We got 22 live for our second show. I mean, one live I wasn't happy with. So 22 is like I'm like over the moon. You know what I mean? So thanks again, everybody, for joining in and watching us today. So everyone, this is my bird watch for the week of July 11th, 2022. Kind of the deal with my bird watch is our first slide is a pretty big book on the dip because everyone keeps talking about a comic recession or whatever. I don't think there is a true recession. I think it's more of a correction. A short term kind of low bearing fruit kind of cover price to like $10 book that could pop off to like 100. Who knows? And then more of a longer term, safer bet. Your kind of your dividend stocks slash like for for comics or whatever. So let's get into it. All right. So my first one, everybody should know this book. It's Invincible Iron Man number 9. The first full appearance of Riri Williams. I know it's up to debate. A lot of people say Invincible Iron Man number 7 is her first true appearance, which I kind of agree. But the market says this is the book to get. Last year, it was selling for around 200 to 350 raw. That's the regular cover on the right there. I saw 98s go for as high as 800. And when I say that, that was my personal 98 that I sold last year.
Oh, flex,
Yeah,
flexing.
just a little bit, right? I actually sold this book when the announcement that she was going to be in Wakanda occurred. I just said, you know what, I might as well make my money now and put in another book. The one on the left, though, this is kind of interesting. So this is known as the Apocalypse variant. I think I'm pretty sure it's a ratio is like a 1 in 25. I saw it last year go for like anywhere from like 700 to like or 800 to 1,000 raw,
What?
and yeah, near mint grade. I even saw it as high as 5K in a 9.8. I want to say I saw one last year at
Wow.
6,000. I actually saw in a market report from Tales from the Flipside, our mother channel here. But what's interesting is I kind of going through and seeing if I get this book at a discount. So for one, if you look at it, it's really dark. Both books are really dark, but specifically variant the variant cover, dude, it is. There's color rub on all these books. It's that beautiful toilet paper that Marvel prints their books on. It is a tough high grade, and like myself, I like a 9.8. Kind of like if you're gonna spend money, you got to get the perfect one, right? Um, yeah, this book is dipped. It's gone down. A recent sale I saw was 3,000, so 29.99 listed. I want to say like 2 weeks ago. I feel like that's I would not mind buying one for 3K, but I'd be kind of scared to put that much money into a book like this. But here's the reason why I think it's
Talk to me. Yeah.
Where it could go back to that $5,000 value.
Yeah.
I mean, so we just got done seeing America Chavez, who we talked about last week. We just got done seeing Kamala Khan. Her season ended today, which if you haven't seen it, dude, turn off our show and just go watch it right now. Or put it back.
No,
You're not
don't
gonna
tell
watch
them
it.
that. Nah.
I just say,
You guys give us 5 more minutes, and then we can all go watch it together.
I'll be real quick. And then you got Riri, for sure. She's coming through, right? I think personally that just from stuff I've read and just the book itself, I think Riri is probably the strongest of the 3 new female characters.
For sure,
that is going to make an impact. And she's the gal that is actually cast as her. She's super young. And so you're thinking like, if the character takes off, she's got maybe 4 or 5 years like worth of, shows.
So you're basically saying she'll be the new Robert Downey Jr. of the Iron Man. Like she's get a 10-picture deal.
I mean, yeah, as far as like character-wise, probably I think she's more like the Chris Evans, like the Captain America, maybe like the number 2, but still a very strong character.
Yeah.
Now, don't go out and buy like one at 3K. Try and get a deal, get like 2,200 for a 9.8, or maybe like baby pay like $450 for a raw copy. Get that sucker pressed by either yourself or like a professional grader, and then hope for that 9.6, 9.8. And it's worth it to hold on to. This is just in my opinion, and that's why I picked this book specifically today.
Well, bro, I'm gonna take a look at my funds because the way my bank account is set up. I'm gonna put some funds from here, put a little bit of funds over there, and then see what I can do.
Save your lunch money. Save
what I'm saying.
save your drink coffee for like a year.
Yeah, man.
Get that Iron Man. Anyway,
hey, that's a good start, man. That's a good start to the market report.
Yeah, next slide.
All right.
Now this one, I just saw pop off on the cover price top 10 earlier this week. But I want to add it to my report anyway, because I found this book in the wild for cover price or like for $250 at like your random kind of like, mall LCSs or just like a store that just has too much new stuff. You can still find this book for a cover price. I promise you. Again, it's that paper that's not very nice from 2018 to 2019. This is Dr. Doom number 1 from 2019. This significance of this book is, in the series, Doom meets Riri, I think on issue 9, I want to say. And specifically, this is his first solo series, like ever, which is kind of weird because he's been around since like the 60s.
Doom's been around for like 70 years. Wow, that's interesting.
Possible MCU antagonist. Who knows if he's going to show up at the end credits of Wakanda or, Fantastic Four's coming. I mean, we all know that. Last year, I didn't really see a lot of like over the top sales. I didn't see any 9.8s for my research, but recently, which is kind of funny in this comic recession we're in, which we're not. I saw a 9.8 go for $100. Now, I mean, if we were really in a recession, that's kind of a lot, I would say, for a 9.8 modern, Doctor Doom series. But that might be kind of a speculation of him showing up, Riri being in this series, and kind of that type of thing. There's another cover, number 7. I think he's doing that Predator kind of fist thing or not Predator. Yeah, Predator. You remember in Predator when Schwarzenegger and the home dude or Apollo were like doing like the bicep flex. See, Comic Aussie found one for $2 in the back end today.
Bro, I'm
Uh,
not gonna lie. This is a lick. I'm looking it up right now. Like this is a good pick
yeah,
right here, man.
but like honestly, you can find one in Backman for sure. Because I think people are sleeping on this just as like, oh, it's a Doctor Doom #1. The cover is all right. And the story is it's okay. It's not like the greatest story, um, but there's a little bit of color rub on this guy, so like be kind of careful with it. Don't grade unless you're gonna get like a pretty good 9.6 or 9.8 on this guy. What do you think about this one, Bad Boy? Have you seen this book before, like in the wild, or you even heard of it?
I've never even heard of it. I'm actually surprised this is Doom's first solo series ever. This
Right?
cat's been around since the beginning.
I
So
know,
yeah, I
I
was just
know.
doing some research. Now he did pop up in Supervillain Team Up #1. That's that
Yeah.
classic, but this is his first time rolling for Dolo, man. I did not know that. So yeah, this is on my list. I was over here adding it to my list while you were talking.
Okay. See, this is what we do, man. We at time we're like kind of listening, like doing stuff. It's multitasking. 2022 is all about multitasking.
Bro, Comic Ozzy said he found one today for
Yeah,
$2. That's
yeah,
what's up, bro.
yeah. So go after the show. Go watch Kamala Khan. After Kamala Khan, go to the mall. Go to your local LCS or like toy store and go get this book, man.
No,
Yeah, man.
after you watch Kamala Khan, hop over to Instagram, check out the FOC, the full list. Email your shops. Make sure you get them damn 8 billies because them joints ain't they not gonna make the
They're
shelf.
not.
I'm
They're
telling
not.
you now, they're not. All right,
They're
bro. What
not.
else you got for us?
Oh, real quick, Comic Ozzy. He said there are like a bunch of variants for this cover too. Look for those too. I'm sure they're great to invest in. But if you want the deal, try and find us in dollar bins like our friend Comic Ozzy there. Last but certainly no. Oh, my bad.
Ooh, not Gideon
I
Falls.
I
What?
did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Hold
Yeah,
on,
pop that
my
back
fault.
up.
Okay.
You playing with my emotions now. That look get that back up there.
My bad. Okay.
Jeff
So
Lemire.
Gideon Falls. This book has been optioned since the dawn of time, aka 2017, 2018, I think it was. Uh, Significance wise, it's optioned. There are a bunch of variants of this book. I picked the regular cover just because you might be able to find this still. Like I wouldn't say it's like a wall book or anything like that, but as far as independents go, this is if you haven't read this book before, it's gonna confuse you. I probably read this book 4 times, and I loved every single reread of this book. It's a horror comic book. I don't want to get too much into it because we don't got that much time, but just read the synopsis. Get this in trade paperback and just read the whole series. Last year I saw Ross for like 20 to 25. The version of this book though is kind of the book to get. I did see 9/8 of this regular cover go for like 150 to 200 last year. It's currently dipped down a little bit. I think it's just fallen into that whole, option hell where there hasn't been really I don't think there's been a director assigned to this. It's just, I don't even know if it's on Netflix or what. I probably should look that up. But uh, as far as like a good book to have, even if it doesn't go to the big screen, this story is just awesome. Jeff Lemire, if you haven't read anything, Jeff Lemire, his Century one was amazing. He's doing some horror stuff with the artist of this book, Sorrentino, Andrea Sorrentino. They're a great team. Yeah, and I kind of want to throw like a independent book for once. I know we get kind of Marvel crazy and don't show that much love to our independent writers and artists out there, but this is a great story and it's a great book. I can't wait to get my copy signed by Jeff Lemire and just tell him how amazing of a writer he is one of these days. So,
I'll
but
tell you what, James Wan was attached to this series at one point,
mm,
if he still
mm.
is. So that's enough right there to get me excited.
Have you read this book? I'm sure you have.
I read it once.
Yeah, the whole thing or just number
No,
one?
I ain't going front like I'm a fan. I read it once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this is definitely a bias kind of like play for me, but I kind of want to change it up a little bit. Um, yeah, I mean, even if this isn't like an investment or whatever, it's just a great read, and this is like you could pick up this book if you're a fan for pretty cheap on the dip. You know what I mean? So,
Cool.
but yeah,
Well, hey everybody. I tell you what, make sure you definitely, if you're not, I'm probably sure most of you are, but give us a follow on Instagram. The content that we did today, this is something we do 24/7 every day. We post all the time. FOC, I do heat checks, all of that. We're always putting up content to talk about what's hot, what's coming out, what to look out for. You can follow us both on IG Live or Instagram. But also, there's one more thing I want to say. I'm actually going to do a best of FOC top 10. Yeah,
Oh wow.
because it's like there's the top 10 of the top 10, kind of like the NBA's top 50 players, top 75 players. Even with the cutoff orders, yeah, I know, right? Yeah, no, because what I do is I keep track of the market of the performance of all these books. So I
Mhm.
have a compilation of the best of the best. Because yeah, that's going to come out. We'll probably do that on our, let's say, our 10th show,
Oh,
show number 10.
because it's 10, and then you're gonna do it on the 10th show. Okay, I
My
like
man,
that.
see, that's why I rocked with you, bro. That's why I rocked
I'm
with you.
I'm the dumbest dude on YouTube. I guarantee you, man. I'll say the dumbest stuff.
That's why I rocked with you. Yeah, top 10, 10 for 10, show number 10. So yeah, everyone, make sure you follow us on the Tales from the Flipside channel. I'm J Dub. That's Ferg.
I'm Forever
It's
the
time to go
Nerd.
watch Kamala Khan, man.
You better watch it right now. You better watch it right now.
I'm about to go watch that right now. I'm gonna email my list. Then I'm gonna go watch Kamala Khan. Hey, everybody, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch y'all the
Thank you
same
so much.
time next week.
Thank you so much,
Peace out.
everybody. Take care.
Later.